Trap. Rebellion. So yeah, I've heard from a lot of people that there is actually stuff in the work for StarCraft, but it's not gonna be the same as this year. It's gonna be different format, and it should be announced late August. So yeah, there you have it. We are in, what is today? 26th of August. It's basically gonna be announced with the follow-ups of these cups. We're gonna see how the format is gonna pan out, how those cups are gonna be awarded, how they're gonna go into the next year, how stuff's gonna work out, and yeah, I'm kind of just excited to see what's gonna be in the works here for StarCraft. That being said though, of course, Trap going with a scouting pylon here, wants to see what units are gonna pop. Let's actually have a look. He sees now, if he looks again, that one unit was cancelled and one is a sentry. He did of course confirm the next. He's gonna let this one finish. This is interesting. So he really wants to see if there's gonna be a double sentry, I suppose. We're gonna actually see and yeah, find out. We're gonna keep an eye on the vision here for now. There we go. So he completely sees everything. He's gonna go ahead with his 2 adepts. He did get his nexus blocked, so he's gonna go ahead and take the 3rd base as a nexus. And yeah, oh, what a quick block. Wow, that was a great block actually. One shade made it in, the other one didn't. That was a great block. Wow. Where did the probe go, by the way? Like, the probe kind of just vanished. But yeah, perfect block there. Ooh, that was great. Oh my god. And now Trap basically just lost a pylon. He has a pylon in his base blocking his natural, so his he had to take his 3rd base. He's going to be very vulnerable to any counterattack. He does have a Stargate though, and he does have a Twilight Council on the way. On the other side, I don't think there's any tech yet. There's only sentries. There's only sentries, yeah, so I mean, Trap is basically spending all of his money into these tech units here. He has 1 stalker, while there's 4 stalkers and 2 sentries here. Oh my god, he lets the people in, but he's actually only gonna get 2? Oh, only 1 drone. Getting into the gas there. There's a shield battery, so the Oracle is actually not gonna find too much. There's only a couple down here, but there's also a shield battery in the natural, so all of the aggression really falling flat here. Some perfect defense from Rebellion. One thing to say though, he is gonna be behind on Blink. Not too far though. His Twilight Council is about to finish up here. He should start Blink immediately, or it's gonna be charged. No, it's gonna be Blinky of course, as he has so many stalkers already. It's gonna be a nice addition for him. But this Oracle didn't do anything. I usually really like those Oracle openings, if you can keep it alive and don't lose the thing. But it didn't do anything. It has 0 kills. It didn't actually do as much scouting follow-up, because he got the adepts in anyways. And now he's trying to find an angle, but everything's very well tightened up here by Rebellion. So some beautiful early game action here from our Blue Protoss player so far. It's been looking great, and now he's gonna try and see with a couple of adepts here. He can sneak into the 3rd base, of course. Oh, but Trap scouting this with a pylon. On the other side of things, he actually found the proxy pylon, which was supposed to be a gateway here, most likely, by Trap. So again, a little bit of a dampener here to Trap's plans. You're gonna get this adept? Yeah, there you go. And Trap's just gonna go ahead and throw down a 3rd base. He's gonna say, okay, if I cannot kill you with my aggression, maybe I can outgreed you. And Trap has more workers. He does have the map control now. Even though, like, if Rebellion wants to contest it, he can. He definitely has enough numbers here. He has more stalkers. He's gonna have Blink here in just a moment. Trap is gonna go ahead and Blink into the base. Gonna try and find those sentries. Some nice force fields here. Actually gonna trap some stalkers. And the shield battery is even helping out from the low ground. This was a big mistake by Trap. He's losing so many stalkers since he needed to Blink out of the force field. So he's gonna lose a couple more. Oh my god, this is a disaster. Oh Oh, Rebellion blinks down. Snipes one tries to be a little bit greedy here, but yeah, ends up just getting as many stalkers as he was supposed to be. He's gonna find his depths here. A little bit of another lucky approach here by our blue Protoss player. He's gonna pay with the life of one probe there. Maybe make it a couple. At least Trap's gonna find a little bit of damage. He's gonna get a third one. This is the first few probes that are gonna fall. Oracle's gonna come into the main base, but everything's already, well, suit down with shield battery. Shield battery's not out of energy. The Oracle doesn't even do anything. But there's so many stalkers. Look at this army. It's 14 stalkers against 9 here right now. Trap needs to throw down some extra defense. We needed Immortal yesterday. It's still not here. Tries one. Stasis Trap's gonna get a couple probes here. Not too much though. Should have actually had a Stasis Ward at home here defensively now. Trap that is. And yeah, he needs to get his stalkers into these shield battery ranges. He needs to heal them up here. He needs to use that energy. Losing one extra stalker here, but now Rebellion does not have a forward warping point, and he does not have a warp prism on the way, and the first Immortal is out. Trap is gonna stabilize here. He still is up in workers, he's up in bases. I mean, Rebellion is taking the third right now, but is already behind quite a bit. This is already operational. He has 10 more workers, which are already going ahead ham on those minerals here. And yeah, Rebellion needs to pull back. He cannot really find an angle to make anything happen. Like, if he has a couple of depths sneaking in from the side while he kind of keeps the main army busy, I like the idea, but just fighting with one clump in the front is not going to do you any favors. He's got to go ahead and double expand. This is also a good idea. He's going to try and go ahead, try and take out the lead here for himself. Nice reaction here on that Stasis Ward. It's gonna only lose one in the gas here for now. Getting trapped. Get there. So far, well, charge is gonna be online here. Gonna go into a +1 attack as well. +1 attack is gonna be faster for Traps. Charge as well. So every transition is gonna be a little bit faster here for our red Protoss player. The only basically advantage we have are those 24 stalkers to 12 actually, so a ton of extra stalkers. But Traps already transitioned into charge. I mean, it's not done yet. He should chrono this now with his attack, so he just finishes up before he actually engages. He does have a couple of mortars. Oh, he's gonna lose the prism. Yeah, that was a quick snipe. I saw that coming from a mile. And this means no more warpins here. And yeah, fighting before charge, losing like, I don't know, 3 or 4 zealots extra there. And definitely a little bit unnecessary from Trap. Could have done way more with that poke. Now he kind of needs to pull back. No reinforcements, no Archons, no extra charge slots. He could have basically taken that army with like, imagine these zealots and 2 Archons. There's one. But yeah, as instant reinforcements with the double immortal, probably would have just taken that army by storm. Gonna go ahead and tag them. That's an interesting approach. So he's not gonna go ahead and throw down stasis traps here. A few cannons coming up for Rebellion. Trap, of course, also having his 4th base, but now both players are mining happy on 4 bases, so a little bit of a disadvantage here for Rebellion, but he's trying to catch up very nicely. He still has a very big army, and it's a very microble army, but they are not that good in a fight. He's still warping in extra stalkers, which is a little bit question mark thing for me. He kind of needs those Archons. He did not go that transition. He's gonna lose the Immortal in the front. He's gonna try to blink back as good as he can. Super battery is gonna be used here. It's gonna be nice, but it's not, yeah, it's gonna be sniped now at this point. One cannon is also in the mix. Cannons are very good defensively, especially against zealots. But there we go. Next warping round is gonna come in. Those Archons are so beefy here on the side of Trap, and Trap might just take this fight because the composition is way better. GG. Trap's gonna take map number 1 here. Well played by our Protoss player. Of course, the other one is also Protoss, so don't get confused. Great stuff here. A great PvP to start though. Trap really showing his class there actually, his skill. I mean, Rebellion did a lot of good moves, but then eventually when it went up more than 3 bases, he was kind of struggling to get ahead. And yeah, kind of fell flat. But he was putting out a really good game. Actually, have a look at his... Well, there's no MMR right now. Or this man. Only has 2.5k ladder games on this account. Probably not laddering on this account a lot. A great game there by Rebellion, nonetheless. Of course, even a better game by Trap. Kind of... I mean, he kind of played like he knew what Rebellion was doing all time long. Yeah, he was just staying ahead one step all time long, and then the army transition composition into the better army was there for Trap, while Rebellion invested into too many stalkers simply. Okay, in the bottom right, it is the man in question, Rebellion. Can he bring it back? On the top left, we do have Trap pulling out a beautiful game here, staying ahead all time long, even when his aggression didn't really do anything in the early game. It was some beautiful early game defenses here by Rebellion. I have to hand it to him. Trap basically, like, he edged out a lead from his falling flat early game aggression by expanding risky into a third base super early. And I think Rebellion was a little bit too afraid. In the early game, after he caught all of these stalkers, I mean, he was moving across the map, but yeah, like after he catches the double adept and the Oracle doesn't do anything, he sees the Oracle coming in and sees it doesn't do anything, he should have moved out at that time. Because at that time he has like 6 stalkers to 1. He has 2 sentries to none. And he warped in double adept as well at that time, so he has 2 adepts to none. He basically has the overwhelming army, he can do so much damage. But he just stayed back defensively, being afraid of a double Oracle. That's why he didn't move out. So he of course doesn't know. Hey Trap, are you gonna make 2 Oracles? Or is this only gonna be 1? So he didn't want to lose too many economy units there to that potential double Oracle, but it never came. And so the 1 Oracle that actually did not do any kills really handed Trap the game at that point, because it kept Rebellion back at home, because it was kind of afraid. Double Oracle really kills a worker line very fast, so if you do not have any defenses at home, I mean, you might as well just A-move the probes into your opponent's base, right? But that basically was the time Trap utilized to just throw down another base and then kind of outgreed Rebellion and propel himself into a very healthy mid-game. From, to be honest, a catastrophical early game. All of his moves really backfired. So, Nexus here on the way. Both players, a little bit faster for Trap. Do have a probe hiding here. The Nexus hasn't been seen yet. And Rebellion is gonna go ahead with a 4-stalker opening this time, so no sentries. He's gonna go across the map, he's gonna try to put on some aggression. We do have 3 sentries and double stalker here for Trap. Oh, he should stay on top of the ramp. He cannot fight down here. He's gonna see the army now. He's gonna go across to see if we can find anything here. Oh, excuse me. So we're gonna have a double weapon available for Rebellion. And he has the proxy pun. It's gonna be oh, adept. Excuse me. So he's not gonna try ahead and stay. Not gonna go ahead and stay ahead in army basically. He's gonna lose the first sentry. A trap that his second sentry is gonna go down. That's some expensive pickups. You don't want to lose the sentries that early, even especially if you invested into 3. He's gonna win that fight, but I mean, oh, I like this recall actually. He's not gonna lose these adepts here. One going back home with 3 health and a proxy dark shrine from Rebellion here. So this might catch Trap off guard. There's only a Twilight Council right now working on here. And yeah, he needs to throw down a Robo as fast as possible. There we go. It's on the way. It's gonna be in the natural. Oh, Adepts catching Adepts here. Gonna get probably 1, maybe even 2. Let's see here. He's gonna get the low health one. And now he kind of delayed this one enough. He can maybe snipe it with the Stalkers. Yeah, that's a great snipe. We do have now 5 Stalkers against 5, so this should be, of course, with the Defender's advantage. A good situation for our blue Protoss players. I say that though, not enough money to complete the wall, even though the probe was in position. And now the Adept is fighting probes here, while the Stalkers moved in to snipe some units there as well. He's not gonna find this proxy here. That's a little bit of a lucky break, or Rebellion at least, and he's gonna throw down those double DT, but already observe on the way, so shouldn't really do anything. This is basically the opening for Protoss who want to play safe. What Trap is doing right now is gonna go into very fast Blink and then a fast Robo with a fast Observer and into the Immortal. This is the safest opening you can basically play. There we go, yeah. DT's not gonna do anything. He has Blink in 3 seconds. He can maybe even go ahead and snipe at least one of those DTs. No, both of them are gonna get away. That's a lucky break here again, a little bit for Rebellion, so he can still morph those into Archons if he wants to. He can transition into a very fast charge Archon if he just slows down the charge upgrade after this Blink is done. But this is a mistake here. Adepts are gonna shade into the main base now after they already killed 3 probes there in the natural. It's gonna kill another, whatever, 3-4 probes here into the main base and try to shade down again. There's no pylons here. Oh, he's actually gonna go ahead and blink all of his Stalkers here. Another mistake I felt like, but the Ts are guarding the natural, so not too many probes did fall there. Still a couple more, so we are making a total of 9 here. And definitely this is a much better early game here for Trap than the last one. Killing 17 probes, losing only 1. Losing 4 Adepts to 2 and 3 sentries to 3 Stalkers basically. So in terms of gas, yeah, I guess. But man, look at this lead. Look at the army. There's 1 Archon, which is nice, but there's no charge, so there's actually nothing really to go with the Archon. I mean, with a shield battery overcharge, an Archon can look immortal for a while, but yeah, if he fights out in the open like this, I don't like his chances anymore. He's trying to snipe the War Prism really desperately, but he just loses the Archon, which is gonna be basically his beef in this army. And now his Stalkers out on the map. He has a recall available, but it takes time. He definitely needs to recall them now. He's not gonna do it. There we go. A little bit late if you ask me. I hope they're actually going into the natural, but it seems they went into the main instead, and now all the defenses are already being sniped here in the natural base. The shield battery goes down and all of the army is gonna fall apart. GG. Trap's gonna take this 2-0. Beautiful played, actually. Some high skill displayed here by Rebellion.